Hello. Let me increase it. Where are you streaming from and how are you guys doing? You want to see me? Hi, Health and Science. You join my live today again. It says, hi, beautiful. How is your day going? I'm fine. My day is going well. Now is almost 2 p.m. over here in Nigeria. So, how is your day going and where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from and how is your day going? For those of you joining my live, you are so welcome. So I'm just starting this live now. Try to connect with you guys to know how you guys are doing and how your days are going. Although today is a little bit sunny, you can see the clouds. A little bit sunny today over here in Nigeria. Just give me a second. My family is Nigeria. Say my family is Nigeria. Are you from Nigeria? Which tribe are you from? I'm from the Igbo tribe. Say my family is Nigeria. Is it that your family is based here in Nigeria or you are from Nigeria? And which tribe are you from? Like me, I'm from the east, the eastern part of Nigeria. Okay, I'm in Nigeria, also based in Nigeria. You're welcome. That's nice. Thanks for joining my life. Yes, you can ask me any question you want. Health and sciences. Can I ask you a question? Yes, you can ask me any question you want. That's why I'm alive here. See, I'm from Africa. Africa is a continent, not a country. Some persons mistakes Africa to be a country. I mean, it to be a country, yes. Because I watched some videos online when you ask some white folks, sorry to say this, which they will ask them some kind of question. They will just say Africa, as if Africa there's no country there. Doesn't match up now. So when they ask them some certain kind of question, they will just generalize Africa. So Africa is a continent. So when you say you're from Africa, actually you're from Africa, but it's a continent. Sorry, but it's a continent, not a country. So you have to you have to specify which part of Africa are you from. So you have to specify which part of Africa are you from. And I don't know why some of them just generalize us as Africa. Yes, Africa is our continent, but we are different parts of Africa, North Africa, West Africa, South Africa, East Africa. And in every part of Africa, you have different languages, different even race. Some parts of Africa are white, some are black. So being Africa does not mean that it's always dark skin. No, there are different race in Africa, not just dark skin. Even here in Nigeria, we have different skin shades. We have dark skin shade. We have my color. My own is they call it, I don't know, brown skin or chocolate. Sorry if I did not get it right, but there are people that are more fair than I, even here in Nigeria. Hi, how you doing? Jamia, Jamia Belly. How is your day going? So there are different shades, even here in Nigeria, different skin tone. Although some persons they add bleaching to their skin, that's their choice. Me, I don't like bleaching. You can see my skin. So this is my skin color. So I won't classify myself as I'm a black girl, but not like a dark skin. Like know that there's a kind of dark thing you see that know that are stunning and beautiful, like so dark. So here in in Africa, we have different race. So when you say Africa, just know that different countries, like something is made of Africa ovulating. Yeah, as a lady, there are three major ways to know if you're ovulating. I really don't want to talk about health issues now, but let me just answer your question. You can ask me any question you want. Don't worry, I'll answer, even if it's not health related. Even if it's health related, I'll answer you. That's why I'm here. Now, to know if you're ovulating, there are different ways to know if you're ovulating. You understand? As a lady. So, one of the three major ways to know if you're ovulating as a lady, one is by using ovulation test kit, just like pregnancy kits. You understand? To check if you're pregnant, there is something they call ovulation test kit. So you use your urine to check if you ovulate. And if you're checking, don't check early in the morning. Check around from 10, 12, you know, and also you can do it twice in a day. When you also check in the evening, but you must time your cycle when you're using ovulation test kit to know if you're ovulating. You must time your cycle. You understand? You must time your cycle. You must check it during your fertile window period. I hope you know what that means. Now, the second way to know if you're ovulating is by checking your progesterone level. Yes, you heard me, by checking your progesterone level, because after ovulation, your progesterone is supposed to rise. There's a physiological process, meaning processes that explains that, which I don't want to go to in this life. You understand? I might explain it, I might not. So after ovulation, your progesterone level is supposed to rise. You understand? I don't know if I'm answering your question. So it's supposed to rise because that follicle that releases that egg is supposed turns to corpus luteum and start producing progesterone, because that progesterone is what supports that pregnancy. So another way to check, like I mentioned earlier, first way to check is by using ovulation kits. Second way to check is your progesterone level. And third way to check is follicular tracking. So I hope I answered your question. So these are the three major ways to know if you're ovulating. Apart from other symptoms your body may give you, like this cervical mucus discharge, um, basal temperature. It's not all women that experiences all those kind of symptoms during ovulation, but that does not mean that they are not ovulating, because the cervical mucus might not be enough for you to see visibly. You understand? So the best way to know if you're ovulating is just to use these three methods I mentioned, by using ovulation test kits, by checking your progesterone level, and by doing follicular tracking. That one you go to a lab to know if you're ovulating or not. So hope I've answered your question. So if you are joining my life, don't just scroll. Here we'll discuss a lot of things, interesting things, not only health. You understand? Because some persons, I notice that they get bored anytime I come live and start talking about health related issues or discuss any topic about health. They don't know. they don't want to pay attention, they'll just go. You understand? So sometimes I just come for fun, just to connect with people, play along, and just talk things that anything that just enter my mouth. So if you have any question, even if it's not health related, you can just drop in the comment section. So I just want to know how you guys are doing. Today is very hot, so I'm taking this. This water is blocked, but it's getting cold. Sorry about that. I'm still testing. Anytime it's sunny like this, I feel testing. Nigeria is a country where there will be rainy season, and there will be hot sun. So I don't know if I've answered your question. You that asked me question, how do you know if you're ovulating? So, like I said before, so the easiest way to know if you are ovulating, because we are made to believe that you must have cervical mucus, you must see cervical mucus for you to know that you're ovulating. Although that's one of the signs of ovulation, but seeing cervical mucus does not automatically mean that you're ovulating. You understand? Because you can still see that cervical mucus and you might not be ovulating. That's true. So, apart from basal body temperature, which is one of the signs of ovulation, there are specific ways to know if you're ovulating. Three major specific ways to know if you're ovulating. One, by using ovulation test kits. And you have to track your cycle properly to get the accurate reading. You understand? So if you don't track your cycle properly, that's one thing about using ovulation um, test kits. If you don't track your cycle properly, you will not get the accurate. You might miss out. You might even ovulate that month, but you might miss out because LH, the hormone that ovulation test kits normally detect, is LH. That's luteinizing hormone, and luteinizing hormone surges up 24 to 35 hours before ovulation happens. So if you don't grab it between that period, you might not get the actual time. You might not know if you're ovulating. So it's best to know your cycle during your fertile window period. Now, that is one thing you need to know. If you have a 28 days cycle, your menstrual cycle is 28 days, you should start testing from day 10. You don't wait till day 14 before you test. You start testing from day 10. And to get the more correct answers or more correct results to know when you're ovulating, don't test in the morning. Test from that 10 o'clock p.m. and 10 a.m. in the afternoon or in the evening. Don't test in the morning. You understand? And don't take too much water when testing. Before testing, sorry. So that's one of the ways to know if you're ovulating, by using ovulation test kits. It's just like pregnancy test kit. Just dip it in your urine, and if it shows two bold red, I don't mean two faint, like one bold red and one faint red. No, that's negative. The positive results must show two bold positive red. You understand? If maybe you have one line that is red and the other one is faint, that's negative. But if you have two reds that are bold enough, that is positive. Then you should know that ovulation will kick up any time from just 24 hours to 35 hours, because LH surges up your LH hormone surges up before ovulation. You understand? So you have to test it to confirm. Then the second way to know if you're ovulating is through progesterone tests. Someone is calling me. Hello. Hello. I hear you. Good day. How far? Longest time. No, be small. I did fine. I know they hear you well, oh, but I feel call you back later. I I know uh, your network they disturb. Oh. Your network is disturbing. Call me back, please. Sorry for that. I was trying to pick a call. I don't know. Okay, I was saying something. I can hear you now. Yeah, it's I'm coming. Eh, uh-huh. Okay. No wahala, no wahala. Okay, take care. Uh, uh, sorry, sorry. I need to pick that call. I couldn't hold it down. So I was saying something about three major ways to know if you're ovulating as a lady because someone dropped a question here to say how can I know if I'm ovulating, because that's one of the things that some women pass through. They don't know when they're ovulating, and if you don't know when you're ovulating and you're trying to conceive, it might be more difficult for you as a lady because it's not every time, every day of the month you have that chance to conceive, because when the egg is released, you just have 24 hours before it dies off. You understand? And if you don't grab it that period, there is nothing like conception that month. So knowing when you ovulate, some women that are complaining about um, issues like not conceiving is not because they are not naturally ovulating, but because they don't really know when they are ovulating. So this question that this lady asked is something that is very interesting. So that's why I'm just paying attention to answer. Like I said before, the another way to know is by using ovulation test kit. I think one ovulation test kit is 1,000. You can get for one is for 1,000. It's not that expensive, or even 1,500, depending on the area you are, or more than that. But I don't think it's more than 2,000 naira for one test kit. So using it, and you must time yourself. You must know your cycle for you to use ovulation test kits. You don't just test any time of the month. When you enter your fertile window period, because it lasts like 5 days, 5 to 6 days, your fertile window period. For if maybe you have a cycle of 28 days, you should start testing from your your 10th day of your cycle. You understand? You don't wait till day 14. Test on from your 10th day of your cycle. Does not mean that you must ovulate every 14th day of your cycle. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes ovulation can be late, can come earlier, it can come late also. So you just have to times, but it must not be maybe 1 week, later than that. So using ovulation test kits is one of the ways to know if you're ovulating or not. The another way to know if you're ovulating or not is through progesterone tests. Yes, that's it. Now, the reason why it's like that, I will explain it. Now, you need to understand that without that progesterone, because progesterone helps to sustain pregnancy, right? It prevents the uterus from shedding. So when you ovulate, when you ovulate, because for ovulation to occur, progesterone level must be lower than normal. You understand? Needs to come down. Sorry, needs to come down for ovulation to happen. Because if progesterone level is high, ovulation will not happen. So progesterone level needs to come down for ovulation to, it needs to drop for ovulation to happen. So after ovulation, that follicle that releases that egg turns to corpus luteum. Now that corpus luteum is what produces that progesterone. Now the main essence of this production of progesterone your body start producing after ovulation is to sustain pregnancy in case if pregnancy happens. Is to sustain pregnancy just in case if pregnancy happens. Then what happens if pregnancy does not happen? Now, if pregnancy happens, now for instance, if pregnancy happens, the pregnancy hormone, that's human chorionic and gonadotropin, is what sustains sorry, it was sustains progesterone, like for it to keep for couple system to keep producing progesterone. But if pregnancy does not happen, progesterone stop. You understand? It drops. It drops. Hey, Andy, I've seen you today. Thanks for joining my live. I saw you last time. How is your day going? How is your day going? So if pregnancy does not happen, progesterone level drops. Because like I told you, progesterone needs to drop for ovulation to happen. So if pregnancy does not happen, it needs to drop. Then another cycle begins, which going well. I can see you. Hope you're enjoying your day. So number two ways to know if you're ovulating is progesterone test. Then the third way to know if, okay, it's morning here. Which part again? Sebi is which part are you from? I've forgotten. Pardon me. I've forgotten the country you're from. I've forgotten the country you're from. I think it's India, right? Yes, it's India you're from. Okay, USA. Sorry, pardon me. I normally when I come live, some of my friends here, they come from different countries. Some of them I don't even know. I'll just miss. So USA, Washington DC. You're welcome. Say I'm single. How can I enjoy my day? No, being single is a blessing. Sorry. Being single is a blessing. Don't have anybody to worry you, honestly. Singlehood is a blessing. You will not really cherish it until you're married. I can tell you that for free. No, 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 no. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I mean it. I mean it. Some person sees being single as a crime. But I can tell you that when you get married, you might desire to be single again. I'm not saying marriage is bad, no, but marriage comes with a lot of responsibility. Being, I don't know, it comes with a lot of responsibility. Sometimes you are carefree. No, you don't. I don't know how to put it. When you are single, you are just carefree. You just can do anything. You can just wake up one morning and go anywhere you want to go without anybody's questioning you. You understand? But if you're married, I have so many clients. They are also married. That's nice. Like I said, being single gives you a lot of time to invest on yourself to grow as a man. They also tell me that marriage is scariest thing in their life. That's true. That's true. But one thing about marriage is that it's not something you can just walk into and just come out like that. Marriage is different from relationship. Oh. Relationship, there's some certain kind of things that your partner will do to you that you will not tolerate. You understand? Since there's nothing bound to both of you, you can just walk out easily. But once you're married, you know that families are involved. Your family, his family, people around are involved because of what people will say. Because for you to break such kind of union, people will ask you what's wrong, what's the problem. You understand? People will ask you what's the problem, and you have to explain to them what exactly caused the union that people gathered to come to join you both, and you break it off maybe with silly mistake or silly excuse. Some of them will ask, is it because of this thing you are breaking your marriage? So marriage is not something that you can just walk into and easily walk out of. You understand? It's not relationship. He said, and one woman confessed me about something. I really feel shy. What did she say? What did she tell you? So when I see some persons complain about being single, they don't really know that being single being single is an opportunity. I won't really say it's a blessing or it's a curse. No, but it's an opportunity because when you are married, eh, I can tell you for sure that you won't have your time. Like you have things to sacrifice. You understand? Both for your kids, both for your husband. Even the man itself has its own sacrifice for the family. But when you're single, you have more time to explore. You have more time to go to places, you have more time to build yourself. In fact, the best time to build yourself, whether you're a man or a woman, to build your finances is when you're single. Because once you get married, not like you not have time to build all those things, but responsibility will multiply and you might not even maximize the enough time. Say, I don't know, women needs, I don't know women needs, but I don't know that they feel still after marriage. Really, I don't understand what you meant to. Let me read this one. Okay, she needs something from you. She needs something from me. I am Jean trainer. She forgot that I am her trainer. Okay, I understand you now. Okay, she needs, let me just give a sign. She needs both of you to do something like this, right? Is it what you mean? Is it what you mean? Because of TikTok, YouTube, guideline. Is it what you meant? Drop yes or no. I just gave you a sign. I don't want to make that sign again. Is it what she meant because of your dream trainer? This is the reason why some men don't allow their women to go to gym. Their wife, sorry, to go to gym. Yes, she wants. Okay, I understand you now. That's wrong. Me, I don't support such kind of attitude. Once you are married, be faithful to your partner. You understand? Be faithful to your partner. This main reason is why some men, when their wife say that they want to go to gym, they don't want to. Like they don't want their wife to go to gym because of this thing. And some women, when their husband wants to go to gym, they are scared because when you go to gym, you see a lot. You see signs and wonders there. But I really feel bad for their husband. Really, their husband is also doing their things outside now. So don't feel bad for them. I believe they cheat. I don't know because they are not okay. Okay, I understand. But that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I can read your comment, but it's not showing. But it's not showing on the this thing on the screen. That's bad. Cheating is wrong. Honestly, I see cheating as a wicked act. You know why I see cheating as a wicked act? Because when you cheat, you are not only, particularly in marriage. Because if I'm talking about things, I talk more of marriage than relationship. You understand? Because relationship, nobody owes you anything. No vows are made there. So I when I want to talk about things that has to do with man and wife, I woman and man, I talk more of when it comes to relationship, I base it more on marriage. So cheating is a wicked act. The reason why I say so is that when you cheat, you're not only endangering yourself, you're also endangering your partner health. You understand? So for those of you that say cheating is just cheating, it's not. Okay, let's leave the emotional parts. You understand? Because I know someone that is cheated on will feel hurt, right? Let's leave the emotional part. What about the health wise? Like imagine going outside and you have contacted one STD and me that is home, you just bring it home and just infect me because I'm your wife and maybe I'm not aware. And in the family, in a home, sometimes you share some kind of. Hello, mom. I'll fine. I'll call you back later. I just can call you back. Sorry. So in a family, sometimes they share. um both clipper, razor blade, needles. So what if maybe the wife is not aware that she has it because the husband has given her some kind of STD? Then the children, they start sharing all these needles. In fact, I read of a story online, a real life story of a woman that came for either antenatal. Yes, because when you are pregnant over here in Nigeria, I think that's how they do in other countries. They will, one of the tests they run, one of the compulsory tests here is to know your HIV status. You understand? So they will know if you're HIV positive or not. So the lady came now and they run her test and find out that she was positive, sadly. So they have to start testing the kids, and they find out that, sorry, I'll read your comments. Don't go now. Let's go and do my cardio. You are going for your exercise. Okay, I'm going home now. No problem. Bye. I will come later. If I'll still be here, but if I'm not, no problem. So thanks for joining my life. So let me continue my story. So they brought the kids and they run some tests, the same tests, and they find out that all of them was we are HIV positive also. So the woman was like, what's wrong? Yeah, because she's not the type that cheats. You understand? She doesn't cheat. Like, she not cheat, sorry. Not the type that. So it happens that the husband was the one that infected her. It happens that the husband, bye bye. Okay, I am in the gym. That's nice. Make sure like and subscribe. She's really trying hard. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've made a friend. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate. So they find out that the husband. Now let me make something clear, because some persons always think that HIV can only get it through sex. That's wrong. It cannot. It's not. You say I did. You come back. Thanks for joining. HIV is not only through sex you can get HIV. There are different ways you can get HIV. You understand? So if you are the type that normally go to salon, you do your nails as a lady, you go to salon, you do your nails, and you don't have your personal equipment. I see what they do there. Sometimes they will fire your fingers with that. I don't know what they call it, because I don't normally do my nails. I just prepare my nails like this. So I don't know what they call it. All those things that they know that can injure your skin. So in the process of that, it can, if someone that has HIV maybe just finish and they use the same equipment on you, during that process you can have it also. So it's not only sex that HIV can be transmitted. So let me be clear on that. So this lady, after they run the test, they find out that the children also were HIV positive. Now you ask yourself, why is it that they are careless? It's not about being careless, because me, I remember as kids, as children, we do share. Sometimes we share razor blades. Honestly, we share razor blade as families. Your sisters, sometimes needles. Growing up, although it's not like that now again, because everybody's a big girl. Sometimes needles, sometimes razor blade. You share all those stuff together. So if someone among your siblings, as little as you are then, have this HIV, can easily transmit. So that was how the whole family was tested positive. So that is why I say cheating is not, is a wicked. When I use the word wicked act, that's the word that can classify cheating. You understand? That's the word that can classify cheating. Cheating is a wicked act, because you're not only endangering yourself, you're also endangering your family, your partner, your children. So that is why sometimes, like, someone came to my life and saying, how can he be happy because he's single? It's not like that. If you are single, you don't have anything to worry about, right? You're not obligated to somebody, even if maybe it might be in a relationship that you can easily work out, or maybe. So marriage is kind of different from that. So cheating is a wicked act. I don't really know how to describe it, but I see it as a wicked act. And for those people that say men are polygamous in nature, it's not some persons mistake polygamy for adultery. They are not the same. Polygamy and adultery are not the same. So some men that goes outside and cheat on their wives, when you when you talk to them, they say men are polygamous in nature. It's not always true. Oh, sorry. This my microphone is dead. I don't know if you can hear me clearly. Let me get water. Sorry, I needed to go and get another bottle water because the weather is so hot. Hmm, make it not flash on me. This is ice block.